PlayStation.
Platinum X back again with Resident Evil 2 Remake, Part 3 for Leon's playthrough. So we ended the last episode with right here where we met Claire on the other side of this door, but of course zombies were coming, she had to take off. We tried to reach the lieutenant on the radio, could not reach him, and we find the cutting tool right here on this toolbox to cut these chains. Alright, remember there's a zombie in there we never dealt with. There's a window right there. That's one broke through we never dealt with. And there he is again. So, don't worry about him crawling through. We'll wait for him to crawl through and then... Actually, I am not going to board that up just yet. I'm going to go through this door here. Which also needed the bolt cutters. There's some ammo on this guy. And then you do want to board up this window here to keep that one from coming through. Got another green herb here. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these green herbs because I wasn't at full health. And I'm kind of running low on inventory space. Alright, I'm going to leave that there for the moment. This right here is what is important right now that we need. The wheel to turn the steam off in the second floor that we came across previously. This is the high-grade gunpowder. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Forgot about that guy. Anyway. I am just making an absolute mess here. Here is the fuse that we need for the fuse box for the shutter. So we got that. And now we need to make sure... Oh, and... Boy, I'm doing just fantastic right here. That was the guy that came through the window before we came in here. And there's the officer that we never dealt with before. So now I'm kind of like getting myself in a bind here. Now I could go ahead and leave this office and not even worry about these. Ooh, his head's gone. His head's gone.
God damn it.
Alright, I think he's dead now. Okay. Now, it is possible. Yep. That guy didn't die from our first encounter. He dead? Alright. I was going to go around the go around this way. Alright. Now sometimes it's not really a good idea to grab it, because if I had left the first aid spray in there, I'd be able to use it right now. But I already grabbed it. So everything else should be dead. Yeah, they're dead. Alright, so now I can put the fuse in here. I do have a green herb, but since I am like near death, I want to use a full heal. I'm going to go ahead and use a first aid. Alright. So I'm going to need that. I saved that for the window that had not been broken yet. This I don't need yet. So this I'm going to put in here. Okay, I pretty much need... Actually, I do not need this right now because, again, there's another box I'll be able to stop at to grab that back out before I, go to where it's needed. So I think we can move on now. All right. Now, the lieutenant didn't answer on the radio, so we go check on him. You can see
Still alive.
he's, yeah, still alive. Sure he is. Anyway, so now we're going to go back through this hallway again. And as you can see, the window is actually already broken. Now we can just pass by that cop and not worry about it. But I do want to go ahead and board that window up to keep it from happening again. Now we've already boarded up the other two windows, so there's no zombie standing here, but you see, there he is. So now I'm going to go ahead and deal with this guy so I don't have to deal with him later.
What the?
I should have used the knife and served some bullets. Alright, he should be dead now. Alright, so again, those two windows being boarded up is keeping us from having to deal with those zombies. And then now we can cut the chain off of this door. And that should... Yeah, see the check mark? We can go ahead and get rid of the cutters now. And here is the detonator for the plastic explosive upstairs. Locker room cap. So remember the lock on the locker. CAP is the combination. Another green herb. Another flashbang. Another board. And the heart door. Now the heart door is for Claire only. Leon does not need the heart key. He does not need what is in that room. So do not stress yourself out thinking you need to find the heart key, because you cannot do that with Leon. Now again, I've already gotten some of this stuff, but again, you don't really, if you're trying for those challenges on, completing it under so many steps or completing it with a certain amount of time for a higher grade, you're going to want to, not be backtracking and going in places too many times. But again, being the first playthrough, not really worried about it. Alright. I already got those shotgun shells. That's boarded up, so no one can come through. That one's dead. Alright. So we can put this flashbang away. This is the main thing I came in here for right there. For right now, I'm going to put that away. Alright. And I'm going to save it. Alright, so now we've got the valve for... Alright, now we've got the valve to shut off the steam. Let's not forget our shotgun shells in the locker here. And let's not forget we now have the combination for this lock is cap. More shotgun shells. There's nothing in this bathroom. That guy you don't have to worry about. Alright, so we've got some gunpowder. And there's nothing in that one. Alright, now you see the liquor on the roof there, on the ceiling. So if you just run to this door when he does that and get in here, you'll be alright. Alright, the battery, we needed that for the detonator. We found the detonator, but it didn't have a battery, so we needed that battery. Alright, here is 915-7. That's the combination for the safe on the first floor in that office where we found our extended clip. The combo is left 9, right 15, left 7. So now we have the combination to the safe, red herb. Alright, this right here will need, we don't have what we need for that yet to open that door. More shotgun shells. Another flashbang. First aid. I'm going to hold off on that first aid. Gunpowder. That's the high grade gunpowder. Alright, so that's it. So, actually, I can go ahead and grab that. Alright, now keep in mind there is a liquor out here. And there it is. So if you just walk on by it. But remember what I said about the knife being really the best weapon. Now you don't want to attack them from the front because they'll jump on you. We kind of like get around behind them. That way they can't just jump on you. And he is dead. And this is the diamond door. So we got to find the diamond key, and then this, we can just unlock that, and now it is unlocked. Alright, so recognize where we are. So we've got everything in these rooms. We can just go ahead and move on. Now, because I put the detonator, again, if you're worried about time and steps and all that, you would have wanted to take the detonator with you when you did that part. So I need to hold off on using that knife anymore. And I want to pull this board out. And while I'm here, I'm going to run back in here and board up that window. We'll make sure all these guys in here are dead. And go ahead and collect what I did not collect in here yet, which is more high-grade gunpowder. Another flashbang. And there's gunpowder over here too. Okay, so some regular gunpowder. And that should be it in this office. Yes, you can see now it's blue. We have everything. We can move on. Alright, now we can board up this window. Alright, so we've done everything in this area. But we're not done yet. Because now we have the combination for this safe. Alright, to the left 9. To the right 15. To the left 7. And there we've got some more inventory spaces. And you want to be careful before you go crashing through doors, because you never know as you progress through the game, solve new puzzles, and, you know, progress, you never know what might change. And you go crashing through doors, all of a sudden you've got a licker on top of you. Alright, we need this right here. Alright, that's all we need right now. I'm going to go ahead and save it again. Again, since I'm not worried about grade or time or anything like that, there is no reason to not save it. Alright, now we want to go ahead and go all the way on up to the 3rd floor. Now, had I taken the detonator with me after we had found the battery in the STARS office, we still don't have that combination. I would have been able to come up the stairs through the library rather than coming back around this way, but... Alright, now we pretty much got everything already out of this except for what is behind this right here. Now before I... Hang on. Alright, once you set it, you can hear it beeping. You got time to run through this door, but then turn back around and pop that door back open and just stand in it. What that does is keeps this bookcase from falling over and blocking that door. Because then you'll have to like stand here holding X to pick the bookcase back up to unblock that door. Now that we've done that, what we can do is switch over to our shotgun, aim at this dude's head, and blow it off. So now you are not a problem. Alright, and here is the 3rd and final medallion. Take a look at the notebook. Alright, the lady is the lady's head, the bow, and the snake. Lady's head, the bow, and the snake. Now, don't go running out here thinking the coast is clear, because when you get right here, boom, we have a licker. Now, if you run, oh, come on. Probably going to die right here now. If you time it right, you can actually run past him. But for some reason, it was either got hung up on a corner, or it just, you know, sometimes you push a button or click on the joystick to sprint and it just doesn't register. So either it wasn't sprinting or I got caught on that corner. But you can, again, if you time it right, you can just run by that dude and not even get hit. Or you could have taken a flashbang with you. If you take a flashbang with you, you just toss that flashbang out when the liquor drops, and then you'll be able to get by him without incident or injury. All right. You still can't really talk to him. Don't worry about going to the box. There's another one down here, and we pretty much got everything up to this point.
So it goes underground. Huh. That's it. That's our way out. Lieutenant Branna! Marvin! It's time to go. Marvin. I need to get you to a hospital right now.
No, save yourself.
Come on, I've got you.
Go!
Look, we can still make it out of here together. You just keep...
It's too late. I tried, Leon. But I couldn't stop it. We can't let this thing spread. It's on you now. Just go.
I understand.
And notice the door is shutting behind you, so make sure you collected everything before progressing. Path to the Goddess. Alright, we got some shotgun shells right here. There's a typewriter to save. Gunpowder. And as I said before, a box for our inventory. Alright, so I need both of these knives. I'm going to need both of these ammo. Not really going to need the shotgun, so I'm going to go ahead and put the shotgun away. We do need these flashbangs. All right. Now, I always save grenades for the end. So there is a grenade down here on the bottom floor. And that's really the only thing you can do down here at this time is get that grenade. This right here is a piece for the Magnum. But you need the badge to unlock it. This right here is locked from the other side. So that's if you decide to return to the police station in Act 2 when you're in the sewers. Alright, now real quick, I want to make sure I got everything. Alright, so I need that knife equipped. I've got my bullets. We're not going to use that grenade, but there's another one down here. And you don't really come back to this area, so you need to loot everything. You need to make sure you've got inventory space to loot everything down here, you know, before you leave. So, all right. That had to hurt. Alright, now what we want to do is immediately run in on this guy and start using the knife on him. You gotta watch out though, because he could hit you.
No choice. Gotta take it down.
Alright, now real quick, we're gonna switch knives. Let him grab us, and then use the knife to break his hold. Alright, just want to make sure the other knife did equip. And we're going to run back in and attack him with the knife again. Now this time we want to run away though, because he'll start swinging that thing. Alright, now I'm going to run back in and finish off with this knife. Oh, see, I screwed up. I thought he would reach out and try to grab me, but he didn't. Oh, and there he goes, swinging that thing again. Alright, the knife broke. Alright, the flashbangs are equipped. Again, we're not going to use that grenade. Uh-oh, no, we don't want him to do that. Oh.
Somebody's watching.
All right. Now we need to go around here and collect everything. I did not use as much ammo as I thought I would. So after that first grab, where you use the first knife that then, you know, breaks, it's probably not a good idea to go back in with the knife like I did, because that's when I got hit. Take a look at the map. And as you can see, it is now blue, so we've got everything. And we can go ahead and get out of here. Now again, you got to remember, anytime you change floors, it is a different map. So again, now you can see we have everything. Once again, we just changed floors. Well, no, I don't think we did. Alright, and in this locker we've got another hip pouch for 2 more inventory spaces. Alright, we're going to save the flashbangs for later, save the grenades for later. We don't need that. No, I don't need that. Alright. And you might as well go ahead and save it. Alright, well that's it for this episode. We're going to stop it here, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.